Here we have, guys, a T7. This is going to be a tech video to help anyone out with a T7 cabinet who has one in their possession. Your blue key fob will go down on the touchpad on the side of the cabinet. This is the door access closed. You load yourself up into the read meters for your sound. You can move the slider, or you can use the plus and minus buttons. If you hit obviously you do set your sound, it will force you to exit. So go back into your menu, put the key back on the fob to enter full menu. It will also give you your refill menus of how many pound coins this machine currently still withstands, how much MPs it's still looking for, last note value, and how much money the machine's put in through the coin mech. You can see game history, a small description of what's happened, and then access to the full game log, so you can see what's gone on. The note in log tells you what note values are inserted and what day. So someone comes and says it's a new arcade and they went, oh, I put 20 quid, mate. You could go into the note log and you can actually check to see if they put a 20 quid note or £5 note or £10 note in at the time they said it was. Verifications are your program verifications. So this is what's on my system at the minute. Executive 12.02 and the T7 Vegas hybrid pot comms. Select screen. So this is the selection screen. Obviously it tells you who it's published by. Obviously these are all the games that are now on the system. These are all my games I have active and running. Obviously I only have space for 3 more games. So if you were wanting to do a hopper dump, you open your lower door. Your screens are going to go out onto the main service menu. You'll open your lower door to reveal the cash box area and the other fob for your dump fob. As you can see, it doesn't do nothing at this minute because it's not in the right setting. You'll place your key on the side. You'll come to this screen. You select which you can do a hopper top up, so full hopper top up. Tell it that it has all pound coins and it has all the 10p's. You can also do a collection and accounting on this screen, so you can read all the meters, short term, long term, and all the information about them. How much cash in, how much cash out, how many hand pays amounts, refill amounts, notes in, how many games have been played, short term, long term. You can access the meter, that's your set control meter in the cabinet, cash in, cash out, refill, notes in, hand pays, all that information. You can also detailed breakdown of everything. Collection, you hit collection, it means you've confirmed. If you had a payout outstanding, you'd hit that. Outstanding, you've handed the customer the money. For hopper dump, you'll go do this again on the side, release. Now to the bottom, and it will start dumping out all the pound coins that are in the hopper. This will go to your tray. Pause video, I'm just going to move this out of the tray. Right, that's all the pound coins done. You move to the next hopper and you'll hit the dump switch with your blue fob again. It'll dump all its contents out. And then what you do, so you put it all back in the machine. You open your top door, you drop your 10p's in this chute and your pound coins in this chute. The door open, you can access the menus. Event logs, this is information for the operator, technician, operator, game logs, gives you all this information you need for game info, so you can see what's been happening. So, tells you what's gone on. Game log, keeps an eye on the game log. This is to do more with the engineer. You can dump log to a USB by putting a USB stick in. You can dump this entire log to that. Configuration, themes is your theme of your background display on your main splash screen. You can store many installs, but mine is on the T7 Vegas Hybrid. These are your game section, so all your games that are currently installed on the game. And you can move them around in the menu to display in different locations. You can enable the games, you can add the mini menu to each game by just ticking and crossing. You can add the feature games or take them away. You put the promotions on and then you config, select your category, select your stakes. Terminal configuration, general settings, how long diamond date, keeps your settings, all the log info. Volume slider again, machine details the operator would normally put in, but not many people did. Operator config, you can set the cache limit to the machine for all the different menus. Note acceptor configuration, you can set the note readers up to 15 pound notes. Obviously they're all disabled now, so none of them are enabled. You can set how much the float note acceptor is active and not active for. This is set for note acceptors always active. If you wanted to set a minimum level, you just scroll the dial across. It's set to minimum level until that note reader is available. Payout devices, you select hopper configuration. You can change how much the hoppers of each float holds and when the coin should divert. You can turn on hand pay, so you can set a certain amount of how much you want the hand pay to stop at. So once you win, say, over £500, when they hit the collect button, you'll get a message saying needs a hand pay. This one's set to all cash payout. Data port, it's just where you can select other functions for the data port system. Send 20 in as 2 components in. Obviously that's off because I don't want to log it like that. Network settings, that's if it was connected to the network. Multiplayer, so if you have multiple of these connected, the IDs, you don't want to make sure each player ID matches, so you select this as 01 and then the next one, and then if it was multiplayer, manual positioning, so if you need manual position, your manual position. But this is not on multiplayer. Set to 0. These are the Gala. You do not want to mess with these settings. This can bugger up your game, because the Gala ticket is for you have a ticket dispenser. It will be placed here. Don't touch none of this. This is all mecha. This is all to do with bingo hall rubbish. Default, so you can do remote updates on the next reboot. Again, only when it's connected to the network. Disk management, how many disk write errors before you get an alarm message on your hard drive. System information tells you all about the information of the machine, what PC it's running on, what software it's on, what game program it's on, and all your verifications are passed for your games. Updates, you would put your USB key in. Each cab had my different location to USB slot. when you put the key in, it'll go bonk, and then all your games will be listed. And you can install all the games. This one's completely installed all games, so I don't need to worry. Licensing. This is when one of your licenses expires on your games. So if you have no, if it says no, it means that particular game, B3 Casino, won't operate unless you add a license for that game. You can remove licenses, and you can add a license to a game. That's also done via USB stick with your licensed fob. Yeah, your hasp fob. To reboot the machine if you wanted to, you hit that button, hit reboot, the game will turn off, turn back on if there's any errors that you need to resolve. Access service mode. Press the service button and you'll find the service fob again with your blue fob. Tap and hold, you'll get a bong. This is where it gets access to all your test menus. I'm going to unlock the door for this one. Audio test, so left channel, right channel, and both. So that's to check your speakers. Picture screen test. Set the clock, time and date information, daylight savings. Ticket, this is if you have a ticket printer connected, but I don't, so it won't come up. Touchscreen test, just to see if your touchscreen is calibrated and working. Peripheral configuration, have hoppers been removed, so you tell the machine if you want the hoppers connected or not. So if you wanted to be a full ticket printer, you'd hit hoppers not required, and it would know that you'd only use the ticket printer. Test LEDs, that's all the LEDs on the machine. So the game's going to go through and flash all the lights. You can manually step through. So it'll test all the lights around the game door. Very fancy, just to make sure all your LED lights are working, all your button lights are working, and all your button lights on the spin button there are working as well. Validate test is literally a coin mech test. You can select to test if the coin mech is diverting correctly. You can select to go to cash box, which is below, or hopper, or you can disable the note acceptor and coin mech, so the validator goes off and the coin mech goes off. Make sure it's working. You can unlock it, so you put 20p in. That'll go to your bottom cash box. You put 50p in. Didn't like that one. Try again. Doesn't like that 50p, but it would go to the bottom. Pound coin, that's going to go to the hopper. If I now hit coins to divert to cash box, this one will drop down below. Go to the cash box below. Same if you put 10p's in. Do the same. Hopper, cash box. This is for your coin mech, only if you need to set a coin mech up. I'm not going to alter any of these settings because my coin mech is already set up and working, but you would have to go into here to set a coin mech up, set hoppers up and note mechs up, and clear any encryptions if you have to install new coin mech or mechanisms. These ones you have to have a special ribbon cable for to pair to the cabinet. If you have the other blue style mechs, they're nice and easy to program. You turn the dip switch on, turn it upside down, and they will program into the cabinet. These ones are a bit of a pain to reprogram, so do not disconnect these while your machine's on. Always power down the machine, and always make sure you install the correct one back into that machine and power it, but never pull it out while powered. Switch test is just all the switches on the machine. You can check all your fobs, your test switch on your game card as well. Meter test. That just tests your sec meter down below. Data port test, if you had a data port pack fitted, which means that plug there, a massive data port ribbon cable with an antenna. You can test to make sure that works. Machines comms, again, that's only when they're networked together. You'd see all the different machines up displayed. Restore pots, that is to reset all the pots on all the stored games. So all the games that have pots, the 3 pots at the top, you can restore all the pots to basic low. So if they're all 500, you can reset all the pots to the minimum levels that they go to. I'm not going to do that because my pots are quite well built up. Hopper test is pretty much self-explanatory. You just hit the button and it'll pay out what's left in the hopper. So you can do 1 coin of each type, or 20 of that coin. Same with the 10p's, 1 of 10p, or pay out 20p. It's just to check that coin mechs and your mechs and hoppers are all working perfect. That's all the menus on T7s and demo. You just need a door unlocked to access your demo. You can go to any game. And I'll put demo credits on for you. You can access features, so you can just put a cheeky feature on. You can put money through the note acceptors. As you can see, it won't take it whilst in demonstration mode. So if someone comes up to you and says, "Oh, it won't take money," and you see a big yellow bar on top of your cabinet, it says your machine's in demonstration mode. You can do note validate test inside that validate test. I don't need to test this since note acceptors are all working. But that's it. That's everything you need to know about a T7 cab.